Coyote Canyon. So to bring us all back to the game, I'm just going to play a little commercial here. Let me stop this music.
Bottle water. Bottle water.
Bottle water.
Bottle water?
Buy bottle water today at Wilbert C Mart. Now available in 12-pack, 36-pack, and 5-gallon Econo jug. For a limited time, bring in 100 empty bottles for a free Clomodius or Shuckler action figure.
Bottle water.
Were those bottle water 5-gallon jugs we were roping together?
Of course.
Must be.
So, as you guys ride your lightly waterlogged bikes to Penny's house, you guys arrive at the manor. Your parents aren't currently home.
Okay, that was gonna be my question.
This is a fairly normal occurrence at this time of day. As you guys enter, it's a beautiful space, like a sprawling mansion.
Okay, so I'm gonna usher everyone in, point out where the kitchen is, and then I'm going to I'm gonna go to my room real quick, but I'm going to take. Who should I take with me?
Do you have extra clothes?
Kim, come with me. My room. I just.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go.
Come on.
Do you want me to go on first?
No.
Okay.
Penny and Kimberly start heading up the stairs, and you guys watch as Colt starts walking in that general direction.
I'll grab him.
You pull him away. He's like, oh, all right. I thought we were all okay. You guys are down in the living room. The house is very nice. There's a lot of space. It's a big mansion-y type house. What would you guys like to do? I'm talking to Clay, Frankie, and Ryan, who are currently down on the first floor. Well, I guess Copper Pete and Colt are with you guys too.
Fridge.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, me too. I'm heading towards the kitchen.
Yeah, I was about to ask if there was any food. As Copper Pete starts sauntering into the kitchen, all of you walk into the kitchen. There's a fully loaded pantry, so if you guys want to do anything here, you can.
I start grabbing like eggs and bacon and like stuff, and I just start making like a breakfast.
Okay. You throw a bunch of stuff into a skillet and start sizzling bacon and eggs. The aroma of breakfast foods starts to overtake you guys as you are very hungry.
Can I start eating whatever junk food she has?
Yeah, you throw open the pantry. There's a bunch of like chips and just junk food in there. There's also a bunch of like healthy foods. Apparently, someone in this house is on a healthy kick. So there's a ton of like kale wasn't a thing back in the 80s, right?
Nope, think granola.
Okay, there's just a lot of granola.
Any vegetables?
Yeah, I would say that there's it's probably like in the fridge or something. And there's like a bowl of fruit that is kind of like sitting out on like a table.
Excellent. I'll have myself a tomato and a banana. If I can find that.
Okay. Sure. No problem. You just start eating a tomato and a banana. Just like...
Just alternating bites.
I'm gonna say that Copper Pete is like helping himself to like a lot of things in the fridge. He's just has a trove of food situated in front of him. He's just chowing down.
The liquor cabinet is locked.
He made a promise, a lot of promises.
He's a changed man.
I trust Copper Pete.
So you guys are eating down below while Kimberly and Penny are upstairs. What are you guys doing?
I am getting ready to open the door to my room that I am still fairly terrified of. I don't even know if anything is still going to be in there, Kim.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
All right. I'm just going to open it.
You got this.
I open it and push the door open.
Okay. As you open the door, it is pitch black inside the room.
Well, this isn't a good sign, is it?
I'm gonna get my flashlight out and shine it in the room.
There's stuff in the room. The curtains are closed.
Okay. So I'm gonna reach and try to turn on the light switch then.
Yep, you switch on the lights and the room is normal.
Is the stuff that I lost at the casino in the middle of the floor of my room here?
Roll brains to search around your room.
Oh, sorry.
With a 6, you look around the room, and as you're prodding in, you notice that your math book is missing. Anything that you touched in the room that started to fade away seems to have faded away. It is not in your room. But in the corner, where you had dropped it, you see the chainsaw and your backpack.
Okay. That's still slightly terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and pick them up and, set them by the door, and then I'm gonna go through my drawers or my closet and get clothes for me and for Kim.
Thank you.
I don't notice anything else weird about the room.
With a 6, no.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna grab all that stuff and then turn off the light and close the door again.
Okay. You guys quickly change and take all your the stuff that you had lost before, and you exit the room. You turn off the lights and you close the door.
Okay.
You go back downstairs, or you talk upstairs? Or...
I'm gonna tell Kim she can go back, downstairs. I assume we smell the food, and we're hungry.
Yeah, you definitely smell like food. And
I'm going to make a stop in my parents' office.
Sure you don't want me to come with you? I don't mind.
If you want to, it's fine.
Yeah,
But
I'm
gonna go in there and I'm gonna try to find any paperwork or files or anything that connects to what I heard my dad talking to that random lady about.
Sure. Go ahead. So you start walking down the hall, and you open the door to your father's study. Inside the study, it's not like a fancy or regal room. It's just littered with paperwork. It looks like he doesn't really do any work here. He just stores it all. So go ahead and roll a brains check for me. You know what? I remember what I had there. Sorry.
Ooh.
But can I assume Penny told me that she was looking for something. Can I be helping her look?
Sure. Do you want to provide any adversity tokens?
Well, that I don't know will get you anything.
A 3 isn't technically a fail, so
Okay, yeah, I'll give an adversity token.
Okay. So with a 3, you start sifting through the piles of paperwork in this room. Give me just 1 second while I pull something up. As you sift through, you do find on one of the desks your father's day planner.
Okay.
It's just kind of sitting there.
All right, I'm gonna take that and see if there's any loose papers, cards, any interesting writing on the dates of the last couple days or the next couple days.
Okay. As you open it and you start sifting through the dates, you do find that there is one scheduled appointment that has been there recurring for about a few months.
Okay.
And it happens on the same day. It's usually on a Friday, about midday.
Okay.
It's just an address
All right.
for some building in the commercial district.
Okay.
And then there is a name, like also next to it. It just says Nancy.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. All right, so that's all I really needed here. So I guess that's it. Okay, let's go downstairs and I'll tell everybody what I can about what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So, as they're coming back, like as they're doing that stuff upstairs, Clay, you finished making breakfast, and Frankie, you sit down at the table, just munching on some stuff, and then Clay sits right next to you with his plates of bacon and eggs, and Ryan's just standing over by the counter.
For shame, Clay.
What?
Looking at the bacon. That could be little Wilbur right there.
Well, little Wilbur is going to taste great.
As you guys just start eating all the food that you have found just gathered about, you see that Colt is just kind of standing there in front of the fruit bowl. He reaches in and grabs an apple and starts poking it at his face.
Colt, do you eat?
Yeah, he eats spider demons.
You're
Oh, am I not
you're not there yet. Yeah, you're still upstairs. Colt turns in your direction. I try to eat.
What if one of us is wearing you, and then we eat? Will you feel full?
I've never tried that.
Clay, I think you should
Are
put him
you-
on and give it a shot.
You know, Frankie, you know, I would. I really would. Because I've grown just a tad fond of Colt. What was that mystical device?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were in 1986.
Continue.
You know, normally I would have grown a little bit fond of Colt, even though I maintain he's some sort of demon spawn. But
Thank you.
I'm still wet, and I'd rather not get Colt wet again.
Yeah, I'm also pretty drenched. Was there talk of some dryer?
Oh, that's right. Yes. Frankie, you do the honors of removing the head.
Come here, Colt, and I want to just take his
Colt
head.
walks over and you unstrap the bandages that you've put around it so it would stay put, and you remove the head, and the body's still standing there. No one told Copper Pete about this, so you see him in the corner like, what? Ghosts! And I'm gonna roll for him real quick. Give me a second.
So I need to show that.
It'll just show on it'll show on roll 20.
Okay, so
Yep, that's definitely his. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, he bolts right out the door.
No, Copper Pete! I want to put the mask on and I want to start running after him. Come back, Pete!
Roll flight.
My flight is not very high. Oh, my flight's a D4. Give it a shot.
hey, better than nothing.
With a 3, you put the head on, and Colt says, wait, do we want him to come back? As Frankie, you stand up and start running. You can't really see very well. You can't really see very well in the thing. And you trip right on the body of Colt, and you just kind of like splatter onto the ground as the front door is wide open, and Copper Pete is in the wind.
Wait, what?
Frankie, you're on. Yeah, Frankie's on the floor. She tripped over Colt's body.
Well, Copper Pete's gone. Colt, could you sort of release your body? I don't know how that works.
I just call it crumpling, and his body just crumples.
That'll do. All right. So I go and pick it up and go looking for the laundry room.
Colt, why'd you drop me like a bouncer and you let Copper Pete out of here?
I don't understand.
I trusted you, Colt.
I'm still on your head.
I'm just gonna stay laying here with this bird head on until the rest of them come downstairs.
Penny and Kimberly, you guys walk downstairs at this point. You see Frankie splayed on the floor wearing Colt's head. The front door to the house is open, and Clay is holding the crumpled body of Colt. Orion's just eating Orion's eating a tomato and a banana simultaneously.
Hey Penny, where's y'all's laundry room?
I have to like think about it for a minute. It's you go through the garage, but then there's like a side area. It's a whole thing. Yeah, just down that way. Take a left.
All right, off I go.
So, Clay, you go off to put Colt in the dryer. What did you say, Penny?
Oh, I said, Frankie, are you okay?
Penny, do you have any like some sort of like an animal trap and like booze we can bait it? Well, I guess we need him back.
What?
I mean,
Do we?
I have a snare kit in my
You're not
backpack.
helping. We don't even know what are you talking about?
That man's
said
the key to
animal
all
trap.
of it.
Penny, you realize that Copper Pete is gone.
What happened? He was fine. He was
Clay frightened him. Scared him right out of the front door.
Okay.
Roll charm.
I think it was the accent that scared Pete off.
Surprisingly,
At
you
this-
are not a good liar.
No, at this point, a 3 for that particular thing wasn't a complete failure. So, what Frankie's saying kind of makes sense.
Okay. So do we need to go after? Well, first of all, hold on. I am starving. I need something. I like go to the pantry and just grab
There's a lot of food that's been made. It's just kind of sitting at the table.
So I start eating it, and Frankie's still on the floor, I assume. So
Frankie, do you want help up?
To get up from
No,
the
it's
floor?
not a matter of being able to get up. It's just like it's just defeat.
Would you like help up?
No, I carb load. It's I'm digesting for a minute here.
Who's laughing?
Oh, it's getting very warm.
I'm gonna book
Don't
it
know
to
if
the
this is
laundry
comfortable.
room and tell Clay to stop because
No, just let it happen. It's fine. Oh, never
We
mind.
don't want him to shrink.
yeah.
I feel like I'm spinning. I'm spinning so fast. Clay, you walk back in at this point.
So while Kimberly goes through that, I'm gonna
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, since Kimberly goes to do that, Frankie's still on the floor, so I'm gonna get down on my knees and be like, Frankie, are you okay? Like, can you get up? You're making
Penny,
a
can you hand me There's some snacks on the table.
No,
Can you hand me one of those?
You're going to get up. You might be given a new change of clothes because obviously this is no longer working for you.
I like my overalls.
I know you do, but they're never going to let you in for the concert.
Leafies? Hey, they hold up.
All right, come on, Frankie.
All right, I'll stand up.
Frankie, you stand up. Do you reach for any food?
Yeah, I want to eat a snack, and then while I'm eating like some potato chips, I want to be like, can you taste that at all, Colt?
So, as you go to eat, Colt's mouth opens. And you kind of eat it.
I did try this.
And you see the mouth of Colt like chewing. And as you ask if Colt can taste it, you just hear, no.
Yeah, I tried this already when I was saving Orion. Or was it Clay? I don't remember. It was wild. Yeah. Okay. So, you guys are all... It's just me and Kimberly are dry at this point, right?
Yeah, everyone else is pretty soaked.
Alright. Frankie, what are you willing to wear besides what you're wearing now?
Could I borrow something and we at least toss the overalls in with Colt?
Yeah, that's fine. But I want to make sure you're comfortable, so like, what do you want to wear?
You got like shirt and some shorts, shirt and some jeans, just...
Sure, okay, yeah, I can do that. Okay.
So Penny, you go upstairs and grab something akin to that request, and you find a pair of jeans that are just about would fit Frankie, and a big shirt that you have.
And I'm gonna grab like, I don't know, some of my dad's clothes, I guess, for Orion and Clay because they're also soaking wet.
Sure. As you come back down, there's several sets of clothes. Who's gonna give the overalls to the dryer and Colt?
Well, I don't think anybody else is. Orion, are you still in here? Like in the kitchen?
Yeah, everyone's here.
No, because Kimberly went to the.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Clay, you went to put Colt in the dryer. I chased after you to tell you to stop because he was complaining.
Well, he had walked in right as.
I'm back.
Right as you were about to.
Oh,
Okay.
Colt is still tossing.
Okay, so guys,
I've gotten used to the dizziness now.
that's good. Cool. There's clothes here. Everybody change. Everybody pack some snacks. We've got to go find Copper Pete, or leave him and just go find the stones. We've got to move on this.
He gave us a lead at the very least. Maybe we go for that stone first, the one at the museum.
yeah.
50-50 shot, Copper Pete's there to begin with. You know?
True.
Right.
There's a really good chance.
So, as you guys go back to fish out Colt's body and Frankie's overalls, who's getting it? Who's grabbing the stuff from the dryer?
I'm going because I started the whole deal, so I'm gonna go and get Colt
Okay.
out and all that.
So, Clay, you walk up to the dryer, and as you hear it slowing down for its final
cycle.
final few minutes of its cycle, you hear a ding. Would you like to open it?
Yeah. So
You flip open the dryer, and on the inside you see that black mass just splayed out on the edges of the dryer itself. The suit is immobile.
like, what do you mean immobile? Like I can't pull it out?
No, you can pull it out. It's not moving. You've
Oh.
lost 3 tokens.
Okay. Y'all, come in here.
Do we hear him?
Everyone,
Yeah.
You guys walk into the dryer. The dryer's interior has that strange dark matter that kind of sparkles when you look at it at the correct angle. Frankie, your overalls are completely coated in the stuff.
Oh, can I try pulling them out and
It's like mixing your reds,
Black overalls are cool.
So, y'all, I think the dryer was a bad idea.
You killed Colt!
No,
I can't feel my legs.
I did not
my
kill
legs.
Colt.
Colt, you are all over the dryer. Can you find your way back to the suit?
I'm still on Frankie's head.
Oh,
Oh.
You remove Colt's head, he's still talking, but it's just the head. The rest of the body is actually that weird that blanche color that all your stuff turned into when you were in the room, back at the hotel.
That's bad.
Colt, can you do that vacuum mouth thing and just suck up all the goop?
I can try.
I
someone fresh
grabbed
out the body.
I grabbed the head and I point it into the dryer.
Okay. You only have one token left. Do you want to use it on this?
Oh no. I don't want to do that.
What are you trying to do?
Well, if I remember correctly, at the hotel, he just sort of sucked up the goop and then he was better.
Sure. Looking at this particular matter, it looks slightly different from the stuff that you saw. The matter that you saw was not nearly as reflective, and I guess what I'm trying to say is this is the matter that he had. It's now turned into the energy that he would expend.
Oh, I see.
He can't consume this stuff.
What happens if we touch
So
it?
You don't know?
can I actually take out my overalls and see if they're salvageable at all? Because I'm about these
I
overalls.
wouldn't touch it yet, because that's still Colt is
You
all
reach
over
in.
it.
You reach in and you grab the overalls, and you feel this strange tingling sensation on your hands that creep up to your shoulders, and they go into your head. I need you to roll. Let me think. I need you to roll grit to try and shake off whatever's about to happen. Okay. As the strange tingling sensation enters your mind, you see flashes or instances of moments, bits and pieces just scattered. They're not your own, they're someone else's. You manage to release the overalls onto the floor, and you see the area immediately around where you touched it is back to normal. Everyone else, you saw the shadow just sweep up Frankie's arm and into her head, and for a moment it just started to glow, and then it vanished.
But where I touched it is clean now?
Yeah.
So we just got to run these back through the wash and we're good to go.
Potentially.
I will buy you a new pair of overalls that don't have a hole from being stabbed, and you will not touch these again. We have bigger problems. Colt is now just a head, and he's dying.
Yeah, I don't dig this. This is really bad.
Can we pull out the costume? Does it have the goo and stuff on it, or is it clean?
It doesn't. It's completely devoid of the stuff.
Let's get a broom and use the stick part of the broom to fish it out, so that we're not accidentally touching it.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You manage to stick a broom and the broom handle in there and pull out the costume. As it touches the sides, you see it doesn't absorb the mass. But you do have now a drained costume.
Does somebody want to stow Colt's body in their backpack and somebody else stow his head, and we like keep him on us.
But I guess, Colt, how do you feel? Do you feel normal or do you feel sick? Do you feel weak? Like,
Well, it's interesting you ask. I've always had arms and legs, and right now I'm moving them, but nothing's happening. I don't like this.
okay. So, he's kind of okay, I guess?
The
My
costume.
head's okay.
Oh, wait, what if we put the stuff in the head? See if we can reabsorb, or...
You can't reabsorb this. It's different from the other matter.
Right.
We need to
Right.
go
We-
find a source of food.
We
which
can
are-
put the costume in the head.
Stop it.
I mean, I guess you could do that. I suppose.
But then one of us can't wear the hat.
Yeah, you're right, Frankie.
So we need to find him a source of food, which happens to be spider demons, which he's not even strong enough to fight. Or maybe once we start finding stones, that helps him too.
That's entirely possible.
Let's go for the first stone.
Yeah. Let's
Mhm.
go for the stone. There's room in my bag. I can keep the costume in there.
I can keep the head on me if you'd like.
Sure. I don't mind.
Unless there's somebody else you
So-
prefer to live on, Colt.
Go for it, Frankie.
So, you guys gather your things, having eaten for the morning or midday. You're not entirely sure. No one's checked. And you head out of the house and start heading down towards the commercial district. Once you're there, you make it to town square. There are signs of people. People are just going about their daily business.
Still water?
No one's. If you look down as you're going down the funicular, you notice that there is still a lot of water down below. You guys get to the saloon. Standing in front of it, you notice that power's back. There is like a electric company like truck parked outside of the space where you're at. The power pole has been repaired and seems like they're just cleaning up.
Well, that's
What do you
about
guys
as that was a pretty fast repair.
Nice.
Hmm.
Let's keep walking.
In the
P-
saloon?
Into the saloon. Yeah.
I'm not going in the saloon.
Why?
Because the museum's in there and the stones.
And I am definitely not going in the museum.
Why?
Wait out here.
Orion, if it's gonna help Colt, we kind of need you there. And if we get separated and more monsters come around and you're by yourself, they might eat you.
I can take it. I had a banana today.
It's okay, Orion. I understand.
Fine, I'll go. To the murder house.
As you guys enter the museum doors, there's two sets of doors. There's the saloon and the museum. As you guys enter into the museum, the usual clerk that's there that like lets people in for the day sees you guys, doesn't really give you too much notice. As you guys are stepping through, you hear as the lady is like pointing at the admission basket. It's $2 to enter the museum.
Uh-huh.
Can I put like 2
But
tokens
there's
in there
2, 4,
and be
5,
like,
6, 5 of us.
So
There's 5 of us.
yes.
Yeah.
So Frankie, you take out 2 tokens and you put them into the basket and look at the clerk. Go ahead and roll charm. Okay. With a 4, the clerk looks at it, sees what kind of tokens are you using, the blue ones or the black ones?
the cheaper ones, whichever they were.
I think they're all $5, aren't they?
Were they all $5?
They're all $5.
Yeah, that's just different colors.
Yeah.
Then the ones that we got originally in the mail, not the ones that I got last night.
So the blue ones.
Got it. So
Blue.
you put the blue ones into the basket. She looks at them, looks at you, looks back at them, and nods, and lets you guys through.
Okay.
You're inside the museum. The bottom floor is like our study areas. Kimberly, you would know that upstairs there is the tiger room where your friends usually hang out.
Okay. So, guys, let's go upstairs because that's where the giant tiger is. That's kind of my friend's hangout and mine. Let's go.
I grab Orion's hand to make sure he's coming.
And GM, is there a clock? Because I'm really curious to know what time it is.
Roll brains. See if you see any clocks in the museum.
Okay.
As you guys are kind of walking through, you start heading up the stairs as Kimberly is scouting around. She knows that there's a clock upstairs and proceeds upwards. As you guys climb and get to the second floor, looking up at the clock, you notice that it is 12:15.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
The room is empty. There's no one in here right now because school is in session. As you look out into it, there's a bunch of taxidermied wolves. Just so many. There's like 100+ in this room alone. Plus what seems to be a Bengal tiger that is currently hanging in like an action pose at the far end of the room. Several tables line this room for like study sessions or just hangout spaces for teens or anyone else that wants to use the room. There's also a couple display cases showing like artifacts from like the town's history and stuff like that. What do you guys like to do?
I'm gonna look at the tiger because Copper Pete said that it's where the tiger is and it's shiny. So I'm just gonna like look at it from different angles and see if I see any shine.
Okay, so Kimberly is walking up to the tiger. Anyone else doing anything else?
I'm gonna look at the different artifacts that are in the cases to see if there's anything that looks like it might relate to what's happening.
And I'm joining Penny.
Anything else?
I'm staying by the door.
Okay, it's more of like a staircase, but
Okay.
I understand what you mean. Yeah. Frankie, you doing anything?
I don't know if I made it clear that I'm wearing Colt.
Yes, you're currently wearing Colt on your head.
During the walk over here, was I wearing Colt, or did I not make that clear? And
Yeah, I assumed that.
okay. Did nobody having odd looks? Nobody doing anything strange? Nobody asking about it? Nobody on the streets? Because you mentioned there were people going about their daily lives. So I'm curious if he's falling under the same category as the water.
No, people were definitely staring at you. You're wearing the school mascot head without the mascot body. So people were like definitely looking at you, but you're a bunch of students not at school with school property, so they assumed you were up to something.
Okay. So
Like up to something.
Like nothing nefarious.
Like we had business to do.
Yeah, and you walked into the museum, so like all the assumptions kind of made sense to the point that it didn't warrant comment.
Gotcha. So he's
Like,
okay.
no
But he's
rush-
fully visible to the average person, not just Copper Pete, because we
Correct.
weren't getting any sort of pushback on the funicular when the school mascot walked in. So I was just curious about that.
Right. Again, most people when they see the mascot assume there's someone in it.
Cool.
Are most people like excited to see the school mascot? Like, are they happy about it?
Yeah, he's at pep rallies and stuff. Like it's cool to see the school mascot. In this town, it's akin to seeing like a Mickey Mouse costume at Disney World. You know, like it's.
But when like
Just
Colt,
the head.
but when like Colt is walking around like on his own, is he like behaving like the school mascot, like being like kind of energetic and waving and stuff, or is he just kind of walking?
His voice doesn't sound like it.
No, he's behaving like someone that is depressed.
Like kind of moping around.
Yeah, like and people are excited to see him. He just goes. You know, he has like a sad 1,000-yard stare with like the eyes in different directions, and
If we ever get his body working again, we might have to fix that. So while I'm looking at these cases, I'm gonna yell at Orion. You're tall. Help Kim. Make yourself useful. You don't have to like it, but we still have a noble cause and all that.
Fine.
so Kimberly, go and roll brains. Penny, roll brains. And Orion and Clay, since you guys are assistant.
Sorry.
Wait, did you roll a 9 or a 1?
Wait, I rolled a 1. I rolled a 9 for the first time, and then brains.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Brain again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clay and Orion, you guys can roll brains also if you're looking assisting. Okay.
Wait, so there's that.
Yeah, Kimberly.
Yes, for Kimberly.
Thank you.
Because that was a lousy roll.
Yeah.
So, Kimberly, as you're looking up at the tiger that's kind of sitting there, you notice that one of its eyes is glistening in the sunlight, drifting from the windows, and you're like, that looks otherworldly. It looks like something I've seen before. You climb up on one of the chairs, and you start trying to pull the eye out of the tiger. And as you're trying to pull it out of the tiger, you unlodge it from the socket. And a small tuft of filling kind of pulls out from the eye, and you have now a tiger eye. Literally, not the gem.
Oh. I mean, it's the tiger eye, not the gem?
Yeah, it's a prosthetic eye that they use in taxidermy.
Gross. I put it back.
Oh my gosh. Killing wasn't it enough?
Shut up, Orion.
You guys are horrible.
It was glistening. Like, there's nothing interesting or different about this thing.
You're kind of grossed out by like the realistic feel of the eye. You hope it's prosthetic. As that's happening, Penny and Clay, you guys are looking through the display cases. You see different articles and stuff throughout the years of Coyote Canyon. Both of you notice in one of the display cases there is a small pocket watch that is ticking.
So,
but it's ticking. It's ticking in the wrong direction.
Oh, like it's the. So we can see the watch face.
Yeah, you can see the watch face. There's no numbers on it. It's just the little like tick marks.
Yeah.
But it's ticking backwards. Yeah.
Okay. Now the display cases.
Glass.
Yes.
Is there a mirror somewhere? Like, is it being reflected or anything?
You don't see a mirror nearby.
Okay. I'm saying, like, within the display that it's on, is it being reflected in any way so that's what, like, that would explain the counterclockwise?
No, there's no reflection that's currently like refracting to make it look like it's going counterclockwise. It just is going counterclockwise.
But regardless, it's still a pocket watch in a museum piece that's still working.
Right.
Yes.
And it's behind glass. So is there a lock? Is it like a basic lock, or is it?
Yeah, there's definitely like a basic lock attached to like the corner of the display case.
Do we know if there's like any like sensors or security mechanisms other than a lock?
No, man. It's like an old style like.
Okay, so
museum.
Then is the lock even locked? Is it?
As you like go and like try and
holding the door shut, or is it just locked and it?
As you are trying to open the display case, it is locked. It doesn't open.
Where's my backpack?
It opens for like a not even a centimeter, like a millimeter.
So
before you just hear a.
So I've got a set of pruners in my bag. So they're like scissors.
Okay. Yep.
I smashed the front glass.
Wait, they're gonna hear that.
Okay.
We are upstairs. We are upstairs, hidden away behind doors and stuff.
Hold on. Is there like a whole wall, or is it just like the balcony type of stairs?
It's just stairs.
Downstairs.
So there is a small balcony where the stairs go down to, and then it turns into a wall. And the balcony, like the stairs, lead down to the foyer where the lady is sitting.
It's fine. Just play it cool.
No. Just pretend you like bumped into it.
Other thing.
I smash the front glass as quietly as I can.
While that's happening,
smash the glass.
While that's happening, Orion, Kimberly is freaking out about the scoopy eye that she just pulled out of this tiger.
What are you doing?
Oh.
That's disgusting.
What do I do? I don't.
Just drop it. I don't know.
Ew.
It splats on the ground.
Oh! Okay, I want to wash my hand. I want to wash my hands so bad. Give me your shirt, Ryan. Give me your shirt.
My shirt?
Your shirt. I just wipe my hand on his shirt. Oh, that was so gross.
This is one of my favorite tie-dye shirts.
As
Believe me,
she
I
wipes
did you a
her
favor.
hand.
Wait, no, you're wearing Penny's dad's stuff.
Oh. Okay.
So as Kimberly wipes her hand on your shirt, you notice that above the tiger there is a small like commemorative plaque of the person that like took the thing down. like killed the tiger and like had it stuffed. On the plaque there is a gemstone of some kind that's embedded on the plaque. The gemstone itself is it's not of any like, it's not a color. It looks more like of an onyx. But when you look at it in the correct light, it has that strange silver glow that you have seen pretty recently when you drained Colt of all his power.
Maybe
Only this
that's what we're looking for.
This looks richer. It looks more potent.
I'm gonna give you a boosty, Orion, if you want to grab it.
Sure.
Okay, fast.
You see Clay smashes the display case.
What are you doing?
I'm just standing there like.
And
What's going on? From downstairs, you hear,
Penny, play it cool. Orion, get on my shoulders.
I grab the watch and I put it in my bag.
Okay, just pretend that you like bumped into the thing and it fell. There you go.
So, Frankie, I need a brawn check. Orion, I need a flight check.
I'm going to start
Excellent.
is the lady coming up the stairs?
Not yet.
Okay, before she does, I'm just gonna go downstairs and be like, hey, Clay fell into the glass. Do you have a first aid kit?
Come up.
And Clay, I need you to roll a flight. Brains to see if you heard what Penny said. Okay, so you definitely heard Penny say that you fell into the display case.
Ah!
And then simultaneously,
wait. So like I scream, and then I just throw the display case down so that it makes like a mess.
Okay. So this is what happens. Penny walks downstairs and says, Clay fell on the display case. Do you have a first aid kit? The woman says, yes. And she starts fishing underneath the desk and pulls out a first aid kit. Just as you hear a, ah!
You know, he was just trying.
And she is now rushing up the stairs.
Oh,
Penny, here's a adversity token.
thank you. Oh.
As she is now sprinting up the stairs. Clay, you're just standing there. You have not fallen on a display case.
So I lay on it.
You quickly splay yourself onto the display case as Orion is on Frankie's shoulders, reaching for the plaque above the tiger. Frankie,
hurry up!
You're normally pretty strong, but Orion doesn't know how to climb properly, and like he's like stepping on one of your tendons, and you're about to buckle. Luckily, Orion grabs the entire plaque, and it just slides off. And you and Frankie, you buckle and fall backwards as the head rolls off of you because you were wearing Colt's head. Rolls off to the corner. Frankie, you are prone, and Orion, you land like a cat holding the plaque under your arm. This is what is happening. You guys get one more move before she's up the stairs.
I want to start calling for the head.
I'm just gonna lay here and pretend I'm hurt.
So, Orion, you stuff the plaque into your backpack. It is a little bit bigger than your backpack, so it pokes out. Just so you know.
Wait, where's Colt's head? Is Colt's head near me?
Rolled.
Can I throw it to Orion?
Can I like?
So the head rolled to the corner, next to the stairs.
Okay, so it's away from me.
Yeah, Frankie, you're currently moving in the direction of the stairs to grab the head. Orion, you stuff it into your backpack. It's slightly poking out. Kimberly, what are you doing? You're currently standing on a chair, like up where the tiger is. The tiger is missing an eye. It has a tuft of cotton just coming out of it, and there is no plaque.
I'm gonna very quickly push in the stuffing, get off the chair, and make sure the eye is out of sight.
Sure, the eye is currently splat on the ground. It's like a small puddle.
Okay, I'm just gonna move the chair over it to where she can't see it.
So, from Penny, from downstairs, you hear, hurry guys.
This is the next field trip.
As the attendant downstairs runs up and sees this chaos, she looks down at the head of Colt, the copper horse, which is Quill the copper quail. And I need someone to roll for Colt to see if he says anything.
Roll what?
What are we rolling?
A D20. I just need a D20 roll from one of you.
I got it.
To see. Okay. Colt knows better and says nothing.
Good job, Colt.
Okay.
What is going on up here? She sees a display case just shattered on the ground. Clay, you're kind of splayed on top of it, groaning. Orion, you're like on a 3-point landing on the ground with something bulking out of your backpack. Frankie, you're crawling towards the stairs, and you're like a foot away from Colt's head.
Can I grab it?
As she's talking, you just inch forward a few more, and grab the head and pull it towards you.
I just want to go limp.
and like you did before earlier, you just dead weight on the ground.
So Frankie and I are both just laying there on the floor.
Okay, wait, which one of you is hurt? And she runs over to Clay, who is currently on the glass. And Clay, I need you to roll a brawn to see if any of the glass has cut you, because you're laying on glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got some glass embedded in your back and arms at this point.
Yeah.
As she turns you over and it's like, oh, I'm gonna. Oh, this is gonna require stitches. Let me call some parents real quick. I'll call the school. They'll inform the proper people. And she starts running downstairs, and she's barking orders in you guys, in Kimberly, in your direction, telling you to keep Clay stable and make sure that he doesn't try and pull out any of the glass.
Okay.
As she runs downstairs to get the phone. What are you guys doing?
I want to immediately pop back up Colt's head now on my head, and I want to say, let's get out of here, gang.
Is there any
Am
back way?
Am I injured that badly though?
Not really.
Okay.
She.
It's just
she
like stuck to
saw-
my clothes. Not to
No. You definitely got glass in like your skin, but it's not even half an inch in. It's just a little bit.
I'm gonna help
Not even
Clay
half
up
of it.
then.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a quarter of an inch.
GM,
Short. Yeah.
since I've been here before, do I know any like back exits or secret ways
This
out?
is the second. This is the second floor of a building that was built in like the 1800s. There's no extra way out.
Drats.
Well, let's just run past
Is
her.
there
She's
a
gonna be on the
window?
phone. What is she gonna do?
There are windows.
Any of them open?
No, they can be.
That's what I meant. Can they open?
You can attempt to.
Well, we've
You hear
already
dialing.
messed everything up.
I'm still downstairs, right?
Did
No,
you
no,
go
you came
fully
up
downstairs?
with her.
You came up with it.
Okay.
Yeah, you came up with her.
From that balcony, can I see her?
Yeah, she's on the phone right now.
Is her back to us?
No, she's like kind of
Okay.
like to the side, facing one of the walls.
So I still have some
Okay.
some bandaging in my backpack.
How
Can
about
I-
this? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, can I get somebody to just kind of wrap me up? So
With
we
the
can
glass
You would
just
have
go?
to
there, it's gonna dig
you would have to
into your-
remove some of the glass first.
Let's get out and then we'll
Yeah.
take
You
care
got.
of
I'm
it.
gonna say just for a number, you've got like 3 pieces stuck to your back and like 2 on your right arm.
Okay.
This is
My arm-
Yeah, this isn't safety glass. It's just normal glass.
So,
So
I mean,
like,
I'm bleeding.
yeah, you're bleeding,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
you
y'all-
willingly laid on top of it. So
Can I
Y'all-
just walk out?
Wait, why don't like I'll stay here with Clay. You guys take the window, like the people that have stuff we need, get out. Go to the next place. Go to the I don't know.
Okay.
It's like a window on the second
Okay,
floor,
so
though, right?
I'm
Are we gonna
gonna-
break her legs?
I'm gonna go
Well,
to the
like-
window, and I want to see if there's any way to like climb down somewhat safely. Like, are there any kind of handholds?
you kind of like lift the window open. You look out. There is a fire escape.
Perfect, guys! Come on!
Okay.
Clay? let's
It
get
looks
up.
really old. It looks very rusty, but it's a fire escape.
I wanna test it with one foot, just putting a little weight on it first, and see.
It's holding.
I say go for it.
One at a time.
Okay, one at a time. I'll go first, I guess. I'm
Wait,
so
wait.
scared.
Shouldn't Orion go first? He has the stuff we need.
That's true.
I'll go first and test the thing.
Can we give him the watch too?
I was gonna say who's lightest,
Can we
but that
find it
works.
on us?
Orion, you go ahead and roll flight for me. While he's doing that, Penny, you're looking down at her and you hear, yes, we have an injured student from the high school. Yes, I think his name is Clay Owens. He didn't report it. Yeah. Yes, I'll contact the fire department. Thank you. That's Penny. That's what you hear as Orion rolls a 1. Would you like to?
Oh, sorry,
You
I
don't have
didn't-
any adversity tokens. So, here's an adversity token.
Mm-hmm.
As you step out onto the fire escape, it seems to be holding your weight. As you slowly move to the ladder, it's currently retracted up to the top. You pull the release, and the ladder drops down. But they don't go all the way. When it hits the lock, the ladder locks into place. You feel the entire thing lurch forward, as half of it has unhinged from the wall, and it starts to like slightly swing. Luckily, the ladder like hits the ground and stops the entire thing from collapsing. So now it's like a gradient slope that is kind of like scraped with the ladder. And from the exterior, you hear Orion scream, and then from the back of the museum, Orion, you go tumbling. I need you to roll brawn to see if you're like able to catch yourself. It's not terrible. That's pretty. That's pretty good. It's technically a lesser failure. If you would like to use an adversity token, you can. Or you can keep it as is.
No. I'll just take the hit.
Okay. So as the thing falls, it catches you completely off guard. Since you're at like the apex of the swing, you roll directly off of it, and you take the full brunt of the fall from the second floor. It's a second floor, so it's not awful. So you roll on the ground. The moment you impact from your backpack, you hear and you roll. You haven't hurt anything, but you definitely heard something break in your backpack.
I look in my backpack.
You look into your backpack and you see that the middle of the plaque has cracked in half, and so has the gem in the middle.
It was broken anyway, right?
Can I be just running down the stairs?
Sure. Are you just sprinting fast?
Yeah.
All right, roll flight.
Oh.
Would you like to use an adversity token?
No.
We might as well let this mess play itself out.
We're never getting. We can never come back here, guys.
Who is she? She's not a cop. She's not gonna do anything. I'm leaving.
She is, just so you have a frame of reference. Where is it? Nope, that's the thing. Nope. There we go. It's Allison Bailey. She's the one that owns the saloon and knows everyone in town.
Mm-hmm.
So as you sprint by, Penny, you're kind of pushed off to the side a little bit as Frankie makes her way down the stairs. And as he sprints out the front door, you hear Allison yell, "Frankie Moss, you get back here!"
How does she know it's me?
That's true.
Well, you weren't wearing the headset when she came upstairs.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go, squawk squawk, and then I'm gonna keep going.
In which direction are you going? Are you going towards the funicular?
Didn't Orion just fall like 12 plus feet? I'm going to him.
So you go around the building towards where Orion is. He's kind of splayed on the floor, just looking through his backpack, and as he pulls out both halves of the plaque. What are the rest of you doing?
So I was.
Go ahead.
Orion tried to go down the fire escape and collapsed. Frank just ran out the front door.
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna close the window. I'm gonna.
Do you close the blinds too?
If no one does close, she might not know. I'm gonna go to Clay and ask him if he can get up. Like, are you good enough to go?
Yeah, you can get on. You can get up. You voluntarily laid on, but
yeah, I can get up. I'm going to need some bandages on my arm.
All right, well, let's get out of here first,
quick.
and then we'll take care of that, okay? Because people are about to be here. Let's go. So I'm gonna help him up, and we're gonna go head downstairs.
Penny, what are you doing?
I'm asking Clay to give me the watch, so if he gets stopped, they don't find it on him.
Yeah, I hand her the watch. Actually, no, I tell her it's in the front pocket of my backpack.
So I'm just gonna take your backpack, and carry
There's
it.
bandages in there.
I'm gonna give you that. Just be patient. So I get out the.
I just need to know if you guys are running out of here or are you just
We're
staying
going.
there?
We're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys sprint out, following a little bit after Frankie. Allison is now just on the phone.
Sorry, Allison.
Miss Allison, I'm fine. Don't you don't need to call anyone. As I rush out, holding my.
No. You kids get back here. That's all you hear as you go around the building. And Allison is trying to chase after you, but stops after a little bit, just yelling in your guys' direction. There's people looking at you. Clay, you are bleeding at this point. As Orion, as you guys all congregate behind the thing, you guys hear in the distance.
Let's get out of here. How far are we from my uncle's feed store?
It's in the opposite direction of the direction you guys ran to. So if you see the town square right there, you guys are running in the direction of the funicular. The feed store is down by the street that heads downwards towards the lower level.
Where is First Mine again?
First Mine is the little hole in the second level.
Can we, instead of taking the funicular, can we make our way to the road that winds up, because it's less likely they'll catch us going that way, and we can make our way to First Mine and hide out there?
You can attempt to, if that's what you guys want to do. I need everyone to roll flight. Clay, with a -1 because you are bleeding and you have shards of glass currently stuck to your back.
Flight. 2 for me.
A 2 and a 2. So.
Go ahead.
2. Frankie has a 2.
Frankie and Clay, are you guys using adversity tokens, or are you just keeping it as is?
I think I'm gonna keep my adversity token. I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it though.
Okay. As you guys start running in the direction of First Mine, you see the sirens in the distance. You hear the sirens in the distance of the fire department and the police department heading in the direction of the museum that you guys have thoroughly vandalized. As you run away, several people notice Clay bleeding, and several others notice a person wearing the school mascot head roaming around and running away from the scene of the crime.
I'm just gonna squawk at anybody that gives us trouble.
The rest of you are fairly unnoticed as you start sprinting in the direction of First Mine. As you're running, Frankie, you hear Colt's voice. I think that went rather well.
We're still alive, I guess.
And we're going to go ahead and take a break. And this is the end of part 2 of episode 3 of Coyote Canyon. We'll be right back with part 3.